Hello! Hello there, Beer Bunny. Ooh, I love this song. Hey, how's it going? How is it going? I'm just getting started. Forgive me, I am just starting. Gonna be doing some Patreoning. Gonna draw some more comics. We got some more comics to work on. We gotta create a buffer for next week so that I have a buffer when I go to Otakon, my final summer convention. It'll be nice when it's over. Okay, just let me get a couple things in order. How are you doing today, Berry Bunny? Welcome. I don't recognize your name. Forgive me if you've been here before, but if not, welcome. Or if so, welcome back. Alright, let me just get my art supplies. Oops, that's the camera, I shouldn't hit it. That's my hand. Let's see, I think everything's in order. I made my posts. Got the music playing. What's that? Oh. Jakai Happy. Nice emote from the channel Jakai. Alright. Start on the first page. In case you're wondering, I'm going to be doing this particular page, these particular pages a little bit differently because I ran out of giant notebook paper, 14 by 17 notebook paper, so I can't use the light box, so I'm just going to pencil them straight onto the board. I don't usually do this because you have to, if you draw it right on the board like this, you have to then ink over the lines. And then you have to erase all the lines. I don't like doing that because, well, number one, it's just an annoying bit of extra work. Number two, when you erase the pencil lines, it tends to fade the ink a little bit, and it just looks bad. So, I like it. Of course, you could use blue pencil so that when you scan it doesn't show up. You can do that, but personally I find that sometimes the blue pencil shows up anyway by some of these modern scanners, so. But that's something that people used to do. Hey Firebird, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Firebird TPG. What am I going to draw? Well, I'm going to work on my comic. It's going to be comic book pages. The latest pages of my comic, Flipside. If you want to know what my comic is, I have a command for that. It is on the side there, but I may as well just punch it in for you. There it is. As you can see, it's updated 3 times a week. This is a cool song too. Right, so I'm getting started here. I'm not seeing any art at the moment because I'm just getting started. I have to right now lay out the panels. It'll take a couple minutes. And then I'll start drawing. If you're new here, welcome. And usually we do art streams once a month. These are the Patreon streams. So I do these for my Patreon, which is for the comic. So we usually do these once a month, and the rest of the time I just play video games. Video games are kind of what I'm into. Oh, thank you. How are you doing, Firebird? What are you up to? Checked the comics out a while back. Oh, okay. Nice. Cool. Thank you. Well, I hope that you like them. Yeah, I'm still doing it. You know, in fact, the comic is what I do for a living. The stream is just a hobby. The stream I don't really make money from because it's hard to make money streaming. So the stream I just do for fun, and the comic is actually what I do for a living. Hard to believe, but I'm fortunate that I'm able to make a living. You know, those are two things that are both very difficult careers to make a career out of. So I'm fortunate that I can make a career out of one of them. Well, hello there, Skittles! How's it going? Welcome to the Patreon stream. Patreon stream number 27, that's right. 27, is it 27? I thought I put, yeah, right? Yeah. 27 months of Patreon streams. That's good to know. Now we always know how long I've been doing my Patreon for. That's good to know. Good to keep track of. Yeah, we have over 2 years of Patreon streams. Of course, every once in a while I will do an art stream that's not a Patreon stream, but you know, that's pretty rare. Now, especially now, because once a month feels like a good number of times to do it. Numbers! I like numbers. You know, I do like numbers. I've always liked numbers ever since I was a kid. I was fascinated with numbers. Maybe it's Sesame Street. I don't know, but one thing I always thought I was weirdly fascinated by as a kid was like movie logos and then the number that they would put like you know, like when they what's an example? Like the movie Poltergeist, and then you know they come out with Poltergeist 2. How are they going to make the logo look? How is the number going to look? And then Poltergeist 3. How is the number going to look? I found that interesting. You know, because I was a dumb kid. Well, maybe I still have a little tiny bit of that inside of me. The kid inside of us is still there. Never lose that kid inside of you guys. Yeah, I was fascinated by numbers. I was fascinated by logos. Loved movies as a kid. And now, I still love movies from the 80s only. And some movies, you know, some other movies as well. Mostly from the 80s. How's it going today, Skittles? Play any random Super Nintendo games? Ooh, this is music from Persona 2. Oh yeah, let me put my music on the screen. I was thinking we might do something fun with the song requests later. I had some ideas. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, the chat. I do need to see the chat. I'll put it here. And then the screen is there, and the song requests are there. Good, now I can see everything. Okay, we're almost at the point where like I'm gonna actually draw. Almost. Yeah, I do have the song requests going. If you like to request songs, you can. Anyone can request songs. You don't have to be a subscriber or anything. However, we do have one sort of guideline, which is that we prefer generally retro game music to be requested. You can break that rule once in a while, but not all the time, if you please. Once in a while. Generally, though, to be safe, especially if you are a newer person, retro game music would be very appreciated. Although, then again, 80s soundtrack music might be okay too. I guess by retro I mean anything PS2 or before. PS2 I think is pretty safe. I think probably PS1, like going back and playing PS1 games, like I'm still struck by like how every goddamn game has good music, like almost without exception. PS2 games I'm not quite sure. I feel like there's still a lot of good PS2 soundtracks. I mean, some of my favorite soundtracks are from the PS2, like the Silent Hill games, but I don't know if that rule actually holds true. I haven't played as many PS2 games. I think there's a lot of good ones. Like Bronco Village from the Gunpul soundtrack, for example. That's one. Okay, let's start drawing now. I got a lot of art to draw. It'd be nice to get 2 pages done. Like I said, I've got to work on a buffer here. Like this is going to be tomorrow's page, and I'd also like to get a page for Monday. Then I would have just 3 more pages left to do. I've also been working on some adult pages for the Patreon. I'm behind on those again. Really need to catch up. I really need to catch up with Patreon stuff in general. I'm trying to post some new artwork there. Actually, one thing I did, I scanned a bunch of my sketches that I did for the Kickstarter. We did the Kickstarter at the beginning of this year for the new book, the 10th book of my series. I've got printed books as well. That's what I go to conventions for. I usually sell them. Oh, Gunman's Proof. How's the audio sound? I should probably plug in and see. Well, of course, it can vary from game to game, but. Might be a good idea. Is the balance good between me and the game music? Let me know. We can always adjust it. And thank you. Well, I guess we don't have any moderators here. If we had a moderator, they could adjust it for me. I need more moderators. Skittles, fortunately very loyal, but unfortunately just not moderator material. Well, I can always moderate my own chat. The fucking ad? I hate ads. Unless I profit from them. But I don't profit from this one. It's stupid. What is this for? It's more like just another weird superhero thing. Well, I mean, you guys aren't seeing this, so... The Boys? The fuck is The Boys? I saw a dude with like an American flag cape. It sounds loud to me. Okay, alright. I probably should turn it down a bit. It definitely sounds loud. Hello, how's this? Alright, let me know how that is. I want you to be able to hear both at a good balance. I don't want the game music to be too loud. I don't want it to be too quiet either. That seems better, right? Do we all agree that that's better? Anyone disagree? Have you played Gunman's Proof, Skittles? That's another one that's kind of linked to the past-ish, right? If I recall correctly. Hey, Final Fantasy III. I believe Lobrilla is playing through that like right now as we speak. That's a cool game. Always a cool game. Oh, Gunman's Proof, you played through it recently? Oh. And is that the one that's like kind of like linked to the past-ish? Final Fantasy VI? Yes. Oh, you played through Final Fantasy VI recently. Oh. How was it? Did it live up? Did it live up to your memories? That game. That's a pretty amazing game. I don't know if you realize, but that's like it's on my top 5. It's actually on my top 5 list. So Librillis is playing Final Fantasy 3? Oh, Final Fantasy 6. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I usually do call it Final Fantasy 6, but the title screen that's showing from this song on the song request says Final Fantasy 3, and also she's playing probably the Final Fantasy 3 version. So it put Final Fantasy 3 in my brain, but yeah, I know it's Final Fantasy 6. Right, you have to say like the correct number now, because people can actually play the real Final Fantasy 3 now. They have been able to for like a long time, so you do have to say the proper number. Fucking type. What's the matter, Skittles? You're not at work anymore. Aren't you at home chillaxing? Very similar to Link to the Past. Right. It's kind of like just Link to the Past, but as a Western, right? Yeah, I've heard that the game's good. I've heard it's pretty cool. Never actually played it myself. Not a bad. No, it's not bad. It's not bad to be similar to a classic game. Not necessarily bad. Hey, remember this game, Doremi? It's a Skittles request. A Skittles requested game, Doremi Fantasy. This game had really good music. I'm glad I finally played this game. So you played Gummon's Proof recently? You've been playing some games recently, Skittles, huh? It's good to see you haven't lost your passion for playing video games, even if you're not doing it on stream. Like I would prefer that you do, but can't have everything. Now, see, me personally, I still like the video games, I still enjoy playing them, but to me, it almost now seems kind of like a waste of time to play games not on stream. It just feels like I want to play all the games on stream now. I want to have my little recording of my playthrough, saved for posterity. Evidence. I want to have my video evidence that I've completed games. And I almost kind of want to go back and, eventually replay all the games I've played off stream, on stream. Of course, that's probably impossible, but... And plus, there's a lot of new games I've got to play too, but... Would be nice. I do still play, some games off stream, like portable games. I will play when I'm, actually traveling, and you obviously can't really stream that. I mean, you can, but it's too much trouble. And portable games in general is just too much trouble to stream, I think. So I'm still doing those off stream, generally. But everything else I try to do on stream. Went super retro a couple days ago. You bought an original Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. Wow. Now, what made you do that? Are you a fan of original Donkey Kong? You're a big fan? I assume you are. That's cool. Do you own any other arcade cabinets? I don't own any arcade cabinets myself. And I'm a big retro fan, but I'm like the budget style. I'm not much of a collector, I guess. I do tend to hold on to games that I own and not get rid of them, but... Now, see, this song seems quiet to me. I'm gonna turn. You know what? I'm gonna actually start this song over and turn it up. Why is it so quiet? Try it like that. Some custom built cabinets. So you're like an old school arcade fan. Is that are those the kind of games that you enjoy the most? I do see that. I see the merit of like owning arcade cabinets. You know, it seems like a cool thing to have. You like all of them? There's like all arcade games in general. It's still quiet. Why is this song so quiet? I'm gonna max out my volume. Play console as well? Yeah. But you love arcade games for sure? Well, I can't say arcade games are my first love, but although I guess arcade games, some of the earliest games I've ever played were arcade games, probably, when I was a kid. I think the earliest video game I actually ever played was an Atari 2600 game. I think it was Tank. No, it was called Combat. That's it, Combat. I think that might have been the first game I ever saw or played as a kid. But arcade games, like I have memories of like going to like Showbiz Pizza. It's called Chuck E. Cheese now, but back when I was a kid, it was called Showbiz Pizza, and you know, playing the arcade games there. I loved that was an awesome experience. I love the arcade games, and I still enjoy playing, especially some of those early ones. For sure. Many hours and coins at Showbiz. Yeah, you must be the same age I am then. Because I believe they changed to Chuck E. Cheese in like the 90s. So, but yeah. By the way, Showbiz Pizza, better name than Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know why they changed. To me, that was always a bad call. But they're still around, so I guess they did something right. Better entertainment. The bear is so much cooler. Oh yeah, the bear. Right, that's right. Because they still had. Did they still have the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese? I guess I've actually never been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese, but I've never been to like one of their shows. Do they still do the shows? That was why it was called Showbiz Pizza, because they had the bear and they had like a bunch of animals, and they would sort of like, they were animatronics, and they would sing. They would sing songs and stuff. Half the country was always Chuck E. Cheese, going back to the early 80s. Never heard of Showbiz until I was like you're 35. Oh, really? It was always Chuck E. Cheese for you? Oh. Are you sure? Was that a regional thing? I did not know that. 10 years ago? 10 years ago, that's still like in the 2000s, so that's pretty recent. So they were doing the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese for a long time. But what was Chuck E. Cheese bought out Showbiz? Oh, that sucks. No wonder it started, man. Fucking capitalism ruining my childhood. So Chuck E. Cheese was like let me get this straight. Let me get the story straight. So Chuck E. Cheese was like a Showbiz Pizza imitator that sort of like overpowered the original one, the original idea. Showbiz always owned them both, but decided to continue to market with Chuck E. Cheese. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe the actual history there maybe is a little bit blurry. That's the story? Okay. You sound more confident. I'm going to trust you over Skittles. Yeah. Well, that sounds right to me because West Coast is always Chuck E. Cheese. I see. That sounds right to me because I feel like... well, for one thing, they're both similar ideas with just the animatronics and the arcades, and I remember when like the Showbiz Pizzas like flipped to Chuck E. Cheese, they basically kept the establishments like pretty much the same, but it was just a name change, and then it was just like they changed the characters, but it was pretty much the same thing, so it makes sense. But man, they really should have went the other way on that. Showbiz Pizza is way cooler, and I thought the same thing as a kid too. I always thought that was a bad move, even when I was like 8 years old. I wonder how old I would have been when they did that, like 12 maybe. I feel like I was still pretty young. I was still young enough that the idea of going was appealing. Well, I need a reference picture here for her robe so I can have it look the same. Okay, I see. Yeah, that song is so good. Hello, Mr. Leo. How's it going? Office Club. I've never heard of Office Club. Well, like, I don't... Yeah, maybe there's some people out there who, like, have nostalgia for Office Club and hate Office Depot, but to me, I don't care at all, because it's... Who cares whether it's called Club or Depot? But Showbiz Pizza, that name change to Chuck E. Cheese, and, like... The name was better, the animatronics were better. I think, I don't know, I think just Chuck E. Cheese just sounds more kiddie in like kind of a... It's almost like you can feel the contempt in a name like Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, Circuit City. I remember, I think my first CDs that I bought was at Circuit City. Yeah, I miss Circuit City too. But do you know what I mean? Like Chuck E. Cheese, it just sounds like, hey kids! It sounds like, it reminds me of Poochie from The Simpsons. It just sounds like something that is like made by people that think kids are idiots. Like that guy from the Wayne's World movie. Kids are idiots. I made my arcade game machine gelatinous cube. The last boss is invincible, so the stupid kids, they just keep pumping their quarters in. That's the guy who made Chuck E. Cheese. By the way, that movie still rules. I need to rewatch that. Wayne's World. Hardee's versus Carl's Jr. Right. I didn't even realize that Hardee's and Carl's Jr. were the same thing until recently. I've never really liked Hardee's. I feel like Hardee's is just lame food, lame restaurant. Now, okay, so this song is too loud. The other song was too quiet, but this is too loud. Hold on, I'll fix that. That should be better. Sorry. You ever seen a Hardee's? I've seen both. I usually, you know, Hardee's is local to us. We don't have Carl's Jr.'s here, but I just think Hardee's is lame. I just think it's lame. And I like fast food places, but I think Hardee's is just, I think it's lame. Is it the same food exactly? I don't think I've ever eaten at a Carl's Jr. Or maybe I did once to try it, and I think I was unimpressed. Do you guys ever eat at Hardee's or Carl's Jr.? Hardee's has awesome biscuits. Oh, do they now? I don't know if I've ever tried their biscuits. I was gonna say, like, Popeye's biscuits are okay. Lately, I've up until recently, I was kind of addicted to Popeye's chicken for a while, but now I'm kind of over it. What is the place that has the really awesome biscuits? Is it KFC? I don't remember. I mean, I've never tried Hardee's biscuits, so that's not what I'm thinking of. good biscuits, but Hardee's really are better. Well, maybe they are. But like, is that what you're supposed to get at a Hardee's? Are you supposed to get their chicken? Because I don't think I've ever tried their chicken. I'm not really a big fast food person, but there was a couple fast food places. Like I still love Taco Bell. I know it's not real, is nothing close to real Mexican food, but whatever it is, I still enjoy it a lot. Other than that, I'm not too into. Like I said, I was addicted to Popeyes for a while, mainly because I just like that one sauce they had, the blackened ranch sauce. Loved that sauce. I think I got a little bit sick of it. I don't like fast food burgers. Like, I actually just burgers in general. Like, I've kind of fallen out of love with burgers. Just don't really enjoy them. I mean, I still do enjoy them when I have them, but I don't enjoy them as much as I used to. So, I'm not like a big burger person anymore. So I don't like most of the fast food places. There are burger places. We got Popeyes in the last decade. You ever been? You don't like fried chicken? I like the chicken fingers. Well, if you don't like fried chicken, then I guess there's no reason to go. Walmart's. Yeah, from Popeyes, I like their chicken fingers. I like a couple of particular of their dipping sauces I really liked. Mainly the black and ranch sauce. And that's like about it, really. And their mashed potatoes are pretty good. Jennifer used to really like going there, so that's why I got sort of addicted to it. Yeah, I like fried chicken strips. That's something that, like, I still enjoy once in a while, some fried. And, you know, like, not that often. So it's not a tasty burger. It is not. This is not a tasty burger. No, I mean, I still will have like, occasionally I will still have a burger, but just pretty rarely. I mean, once in a while, Nana Cider wants to eat burgers, so once in a while I end up eating them because of that. Oh, I don't like the way I draw. Let's see here. Oh. What? How long is... Wait a second. How long has the mic been off? When did that happen? How did that happen? How did it just mute itself? How long has my mic been off? What was the last thing I said? I was interacting with you guys just now, and we were talking about meat on the bone. Did you hear anything I said? Did you hear anything I said about the fast food? A minute? Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how that happened. That was weird. Oh, I guess I adjusted the mic and I must have bumped my finger against it by accident. I don't know. I guess so. Sorry. Anyway, I'm back. Yeah, usually I never shut up. Here, let's see what it's like when I shut up for a little while. Okay, here we go, guys. Are you ready? I'm gonna shut up. All right. Hold on a second, and we're gonna just try me not talking for a while. And we're gonna get it started. We're gonna see what it's like, guys. We're gonna see what it's like when I don't talk. It's going to be really interesting because, so it's going to basically be like, I'm not going to be talking at all. It's going to be like, you're just going to hear like total silence, just like silence, just art, just focusing on the art. And, you know, I think that's good because you're going to just get to see, like, just for a second, we're all just going to focus on the art, you know, we're just going to see the art happen, and we don't have any of these, like, words getting in the way, you know, these dumb, stupid words. Don't you hate that? Like, when people just, like, go on and on and on about nothing, just, like, rambling, just, like, and you're just, like, don't you say to yourself, what the fuck, like, shut that guy up, right? Like, I hate that when people just go on and on. But anyway, the other day, Grandma was making mashed potatoes, and you see what I was doing there? I was making a little joke. Did you like that, Skittles? Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna try being quiet. Okay, here we go. Ready? Quiet. It's quiet time. Quiet. It is now. Quiet art time. With the flip side. No talking. Just art. Art. Hold on, guys. Grandma's calling. Grandma's calling. Hold on. What is it? What? You want something? What? Are you hot? What's wrong? What about it? Are you too hot or too cold? Okay. Okay, good night. Well, the temperature looks okay to me. I didn't understand what she was talking about at all. She was talking. Sometimes she does this thing where, like, she just talks in Italian, or like she talks half in Italian and half in English, and like I don't know what you're saying. And then she can't understand. And I'm like, "What are you saying?" And she can't understand what I'm saying, and it's awkward. But I guess she's all right. By the way, that was Super R-Type. That was not R-Type 3 Asian Waste. How you doing, Asian Waste? How's it going? Need to hear the end of the mashed potato story. I don't really have a mashed potato story. I just said that randomly. We do have mashed potatoes in the fridge. Oh, good night, Nana. I'm sure she appreciates that. We do have mashed potatoes in the fridge that are left over from last weekend that Jennifer made her. I'm not good at making mashed potatoes. Jennifer is. Jennifer is the one who usually makes them. But I'm not going to eat them because it's just I don't want to do that to my. I'm just going to probably throw them out. She will only eat leftover. Maybe I was thinking about whether I could trick her to eat them, but I don't know. She won't eat leftovers that have been in there for like more than a day, at most. She's very picky eater. Very picky eater. Correct game in your head. Wrong title came out. See, I noticed that. You see how observant I am when it comes to video games, Asian Waste. Not really about other things, but at least when it comes to video games, I'm observant. You can't pull one past me. But R-Type 3 also has a good soundtrack. I think I actually prefer Super R-Types a little bit more. What is this, by the way? This is not mine. Saint Dragon. Oh, this... Oh, this is that one game that I think somebody made me play during April Fools. That was, like, allegedly was, like, kind of bad. I guess it was a little bit... It was kind of underwhelming, anyway. Learn Japanese. We should both learn Japanese as a compromise language. Maybe. Well, hey, I'm working on it. She's the one who's, like, not holding up that end of the bargain. But I'm kind of... The way that we're doing things, like, I'm kind of learning Japanese, and Jennifer is supposed to be learning Italian. Except Jennifer's been slacking on her Duolingo. More than I have. Mashed sweet potatoes are good. I'm not a big sweet potato fan, to be honest. Well, I guess I like them more now than I used to. I don't know if I've ever tried... No, actually, I think I have. Yeah, I think they were good, mashed sweet potatoes. Maybe we should try making that. That sounds kind of fun. Well, anyway, how are you doing, Asian Waste? Thank you for joining the stream. It's always good to see somebody come back. And you guys can feel free to put song requests if you want in, but just remember our guideline. We prefer retro game music. And you're allowed to break that rule once in a while. Once in a while. Not constantly. It was one of the first Super Nintendo games you put your hands on. Yeah, it was an early one. It was like within the first year. It was like a near launch game. Man, the Super Nintendo really had an amazing launch lineup. The new Super Nintendo was $200 well spent. God, one of the best system investments I've ever made. It's not necessarily my favorite system, the Super Nintendo, but the first year of Super Nintendo games is one of the best lineups for any console in history. It was just amazing. And man, all those games were really good. That was an amazing time to be a video gamer. Although, you know, if you go back and look at like some of the lineup, some of the years for the NES, it's pretty amazing. The NES had like an amazing... I still think NES is the strongest library of any console. You love sweet potatoes? Healthier than normal ones? Yeah, I guess so. I guess they are. Well, listen. I'm not part of the camp that thinks potatoes are bad. I'm not down with it. Potatoes are good for you. Potatoes are not unhealthy as long as you just eat them without putting a bunch of garbage on them. And I'm sure the same is this. I'm sure it's the same with sweet potatoes. Maybe sweet potatoes have a little bit more nutritional content. I don't know. Potatoes, like as far as nutritional content, are not bad. They have some, especially if you eat the skin. You have to eat the skin though. Somebody needs to pick up German. German is our weak spot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind learning German. Doesn't really appeal to me. I wouldn't mind learning French though. It's been a while. You haven't been well. The thing is, Asian Waste. This week this is the third day in a row I've been streaming this week. We also streamed last night and the night before, but the last 3 weeks I had conventions. 3 conventions in a row. I had Anime Expo, I had A-Kon, and I had Kineticon. I mean, out of those 3 weeks, I only got to stream 2 days, so I haven't been streaming. So it's not you, it's me. Oh, ActRaiser, sure. Battle Tycoon. Is this like a Legacy Music Hour song? Not bad. I like the random Super Nintendo music. It's pretty cool. Dumping lots of butter and sour cream on potato isn't good. Yeah, and it's exactly. Maybe I this is just my theory, but maybe the reason why people think sweet potatoes are healthier is because sweet potatoes have more flavor, so there's a little bit less incentive to dump sour cream and butter on them. Or maybe it's just like not a thing that people do because it's just like you don't usually think of sweet potatoes. Like it's just like it's more traditional to eat potatoes with like a bunch of garbage on them. Like that's just more traditional. Whereas sweet potatoes are usually served just by themselves. So I mean that alone makes them more healthy. I don't know about the nutritional content, but I would believe yeah, potatoes kind of get a little bit of a bad rap because they're quote carbs, which I mean unless you're on like a crazy keto diet, or if you have like high blood sugar or something like that, it shouldn't make a difference. Like potatoes are actually for me they're still like one of my healthy foods that I like to eat sometimes, but the way I like to eat potatoes, it's one of my favorite healthy snacks. I like to just boil them or bake them, and I try not to use any salt. There's a little bit of olive oil, and then I like to spread hummus on them, hummus and Tabasco sauce. Like hummus is still like hummus is healthy. I think it's probably like it's not. It does have calories, unlike hot sauce. The healthiest way to eat them would just be hot sauce alone, but hummus is pretty good, I think, as far as like nutritional content. It's kind of healthy, and I think it's not too high calorie. So I feel like it's a pretty good thing. And then you add some Tabasco sauce; it's really good. And then you eat the potato. Of course, you eat it whole with like the skin, or I mean, I cut it in half, but you know what I mean. And that's good. That's a pretty low calorie, healthy meal right there, and it's not too hard to make either. Potatoes and hummus. It's not like a well-known combination, but it's not that weird if you think about it because usually hummus is used for vegetables. So, man, it's really good. I think it's really good. But you need the Tabasco sauce. That's kind of key to pulling it together. And of course, you have to like spicy food. Hummus is great. Yeah, hummus is great. It's kind of a near health food. I think it's and hummus. It's nice. Like it's nutritionally good. It's made out of garbanzo beans. Garbanzo beans is like one of the more healthy things you can eat. Of course, it is. You know, they add a lot of salt and olive oil to it, so it's not like super healthy, but you know, well, it's good. It's nutritionally good. Of course, you'd be better off just eating the garbanzo beans whole, but you know, that's true of anything. Hummus bagel. Now, see, hummus bagel, not so good because bagels are not good for you. But doesn't mean you can't eat them once in a while. But yeah, so like I would consider to be like you know, that's my garbage food. You know, I certainly do eat garbage sometimes. Like my diet, it's pretty informal right now. Like you know, I don't really try. I'm not worried too much about. I do care about like keeping the weight down, and like I want to like right now I'm at like 155. I'm trying to stay right there as much as I can. And sometimes it's challenging because I like desserts too much, and Grandma doesn't help that because she always wants to have desserts in the house. Yeah, you know, my diet is kind of like 50% of the time I eat garbage, the other 50% of the time I eat healthy food. And it's been working. Bagels are bad. Yeah, that's an attack on Semitism if I've ever heard one. Yeah, man, bagels, they're bread. I mean, any bread that's not wheat bread is bad. It's just bad for you. Like, well, the problem with like just bread in general that's not wheat bread is it has no nutritional content whatsoever. It's just empty calories. And it's not low calorie either, so your vice is coffee. Well, yeah, I mean that's okay as long as you just have black coffee or coffee with like a no sugar sweetener. I like black coffee. Like I'm with you. Yeah, I've sort of developed a taste for coffee in the last couple of years. Yeah, like coffee is. I think coffee's like that's a good vice to have. I mean, it has no calories like by itself unless you add garbage to it. Now, if you add cream and like sugar to it, that's not good. But Cinnamon bun coffee for your Keurigs. That's your new vice, drinking black. Cinnamon bun coffee. It's essentially those iced coffees. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. No. Though. Yeah. My friend Sean was addicted to those. They're so terrible for you. Those iced coffee. Those are like drinking regular coffee. Even if you're like putting like cream and sugar with it, that's not that bad. But those dessert. Yeah. Those are dessert drinks. Like those are. Oh god. It actually kind of makes me a little bit sick. It is essentially a milkshake, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how people can do that to themselves. I mean, compared to that, coffee, just regular coffee, is a health food. I mean, drinking coffee is not really that different from drinking water, and coffee basically is just water. It's just flavored water. Like, that's all coffee is. Coffee bean flavored water. I do like flavored water. You can get some. There's a lot of good like 0-calorie flavored waters, and I didn't used to like them, but now I've gotten really used to them. When I was younger, they tasted bland to me because I drank too much crap with sugar in it. Now I don't drink anything with sugar in it, so the taste of stuff that has sugar grosses me out. It's all about what you get used to. I mean, you like whatever you're used to, and your habits can always change. Like, we think that we have like inherent like tastes, or like we have favorite foods and we have foods we don't like, but it really all comes down to habit. Whatever you like is just whatever your habits are. You can always change them if you want to, but most people don't want to because it takes effort. Because you started buying this coconut water that's coffee flavored. Coconut water that's coffee flavored. Well, coconut water I like. I like coconut water. So once in a while it can actually be really refreshing. Coffee flavored though, yeah, that does sound weird, but I would try it. Kick a soda habit. You had to really adapt to LaCroix. Yes, kicking your soda habit is a really good idea. That's one of the. When I went on my diet, my extreme diet to lose weight, I did keep a couple of habits, like permanent lifestyle changes, and that was the biggest one that I've kept is never drink anything with calories. It's not a hard rule because I will drink alcohol once in a while, but other than that, and once in a blue moon, if the situation is right, I might have something like a latte or something, but 99.9% of the time, I never drink anything with calories. Either it's black coffee, water, or diet soda. That's pretty much what I drink. LaCroix. I'm assuming LaCroix, you're drinking the 0-calorie versions. That's like the fizzy water, or what is that called? Like the sparkling water. I actually don't really like that. Oh, coconut water is good for controlling acid reflux and gas. I did not know that. Is that true? Or rum. Yeah. Well, exactly. That's the exception where I will drink something with calories. I don't think they make diet rum. If they made like diet rum, I would probably get it. Do they make diet rum? I would seriously get it if they did. But yeah, Well, the funny thing is, like, if I will have like a rum and coke when I'm streaming once in a while. I'll do that for fun. But it's I won't really drink. I only drink socially. So, but like I can like as I stream a lot, I sort of consider drinking on stream like social drinking. Because it's kind of social. So once in a while I'll have a rum and coke on stream. Or once in a while if I'm out somewhere I will have an alcoholic beverage. I don't really drink that often, though. Good source of potassium. Yeah, so are potatoes, too. Or banana. Or, no, I guess it's bananas. I'm not sure about potatoes. Maybe. Side pocket. This music seems quiet to me. Let's turn that up a little bit. I like this side pocket music. There was a side pocket on the NES. I wonder if this is related. Probably like a totally different game. There's only so many things you can call your pool games. Yeah, you know, I do like coconut water. I do. But I don't... I'm sorry, I don't really like sparkling water. Sparkling beverages. Yeah, those are... I would rather just drink straight up water. The sparkling water type beverages I've always thought were kind of... Just kind of gross, I guess. I don't know. Just doesn't agree with me, I guess. I could probably get used to them if I wanted to. I mean, once in a while, like, I'll have one because somebody will have... That's all they'll have in their fridge, and... I mean, gross is probably like an overstatement. They're not gross. It's just... I will drink them and I'll be kind of just be like, I don't know about that combination. Gotta get used to it. Now they're gross. Nah, well, they can be. They can seem gross to me. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of them. Yeah, the LaCroix, like, I don't really like those. But what I do like is stuff like the Sobeys. You can get the 0-calorie Sobeys. Or the By-Waters, you know. And they make all kinds of flavors. Like, they make, like, blueberry and acai, like, dragon fruit. Well, I don't know what a dragon fruit is, but they make it. You know, peach. Those are good. Those are good. I like those. Oh, the watermelon is actually really good. But watermelon is like my favorite. Watermelon and pineapple are my favorite fruits. Fortunately, I don't think they make a pineapple flavor. That would be the best. I like this like casino music. It's kind of fun. But yeah, those are good to drink. Like if you're trying to like slim down, cut down on your your calories. Flavored waters. Once you get used to them, they start to just taste really good. And they'll even like put like a bunch of like vitamins in them too for you. Or just the vitamin waters. You can get the 0-calorie vitamin waters. Those are good too. I like those. The good the music is in only pool and golf video games are. Oh, in old. Yeah, well, in old, right. Or yeah, like just sports games in general. What is it? Is it just pool and golf games? Not so much basketball or baseball games. I guess baseball games usually have like those drums and the whistling, do do do, because a lot of them are Japanese. Well, or what about like casino games? Those have good music too, usually. Just old games in general have good music, Like you wouldn't really expect if it's like a modern sports game, you would just expect it to have no music, right? Because modern game developers don't give a shit about music, and modern gamers have been trained to not give a shit about it. Unfortunately, so. Those sports are laid back, slow games. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Pokemon. Dew on the grass. Oh, Dew in the grass. I didn't even see you come in. Hello. I need a reference for this page too. Hold on. Licensed music in the just like throwing licensed music in there is just such a boring choice. Yeah, Western games were special. Even back then they would do that too. Well, maybe not in the Super Nintendo era so much, but Once the PS1 era rolled around and they could start just being lazy like that and just throwing licensed music in, that was like the beginning of the end for Western video games. Man. No. You bought the PlayStation Classic? It tanked pretty hard. You bought it for 20 bucks. Oh, it was 100 when it first came out? Even for 20, it actually sounds like kind of a cool deal. I might get it for 20 bucks. I'm about to mod it, add emulators and such. How difficult is that to do, to add emulators? Is that tricky at all? Wonder if I'd be able to do that. That sounds like a fun idea. Does that come with controllers that you can use for other things? Or doesn't sound like such a bad idea. You get a USB drive, install custom software. Oh, okay, so you get a USB drive, install custom software, reboot it, and install custom firmware. It's easy. Doesn't sound too easy, but yeah, I guess if you just follow those steps, maybe it's not too bad. Of course, you have to get that stuff. You have to get the software and the firmware. But I guess that's not too hard. I think I have an idea where you might get that from. And then you install it. But then again, I could just do that on my computer, so do I really need the emulator for that? I guess you get to... Well, it's more of a sort of a pseudo real PlayStation 1 experience. Comes with 2 USB PS1 style controllers. How are the controllers? Are they like... They resemble... Do they resemble the feel of, actual real PS1 controllers? Are they cheap or are they decent? Oh, excuse me. I should... You know what I need is... I need a tall glass of water. Hold on a second. I need to hydrate. 1 second. Be right back. They feel exactly like real original PS1 controllers. That's cool. Yeah, the original ones didn't have the analog sticks. I know, I remember. Yeah. Well, most PS1 games don't really require analog sticks. Have you been playing a bunch of PS1 games? Did you get like one of those things? Like, do they have flash carts for PS1 games? Oh, that's right. McCaranize had something like that, but he had trouble getting it to work. But I guess he did eventually, right? Some soldering onto the board. Oh boy. That does not sound like something that I would like to do. Not plug and play. It's no good for me then. So you're just putting on like just like normal emulators then onto the thing. Ooh, I recognize this is Persona 5 music, but this actually sounds like casino music a little bit. played any PS1 games yet, Mr. Leo? What games have you played so far? What games are you planning to play? Are you gonna go on a PS1 kick? Boy, I love PS1 games. It's such a good system. I always really liked that system. Oh, you just got it today? Oh. I always really liked it, you know, and I wondered how much it held up because I hadn't played it in a long time. But every time I go back to play it, and especially like recently when we did our PS1 special and played a bunch of them, it just reaffirmed my opinion that PS1 is one of the best systems. The people who say the PS1 games who don't hold up, I just think they're nuts. There's so many good games. The fan translation of Front Mission 2. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I'd like to play some more of those Front Mission games. They seem really cool. Breath of Fire 3. I would like to play Breath of Fire 3, like, just, you know, for the first time, because I never played that. I've only played Breath of Fire 1, actually. I should play the others. And this is actually Devil May Cry music. I recognize this from the first one. No, it's Bayonetta. Sorry, Bayonetta. That's good. That's good stuff. Oh, Mr. Leo with the Persona music. The Whims of Fate, Casino Palace thing. I haven't heard that one. Nice. Bayonetta had pretty good music. You're not getting Persona 5 on Switch? Oh, not getting it on with such a letdown? Wait, what? Oh, are we not getting... Wait, so did Persona 5... What happened there? What are you talking about? I thought it was coming out on Switch. Is it not coming out on Switch now? I hadn't heard about that. Oh yeah, this is... Oh, it was rumored, but it just never happened. Oh, that's right, this song. This is good. I haven't heard this in a while. It didn't? You're getting a side game instead? Too bad. Well, it would have been awesome on Switch. It's a bit of a shame, but maybe you know, it's one of those things where they just thought they couldn't do it justice on the Switch, you know? I mean, you see what happens like with like Bloodstained, where they try to like force it onto the Switch, and then you know it ends up like having all these problems. Maybe they just felt they just couldn't do it justice on the Switch. Came out on PS3, so it should be able to run it. I mean, that's true. That's true. But the Switch has different architecture, so you can't say that 100%. There might be some. I don't know. I really don't know. But it would have been awesome on the Switch. I mean, you know, that's okay. I love the Switch, and I would like to play everything on it, but it doesn't need to have every game. It doesn't need to have every game. It's all right. Just people can just play it on PS4. It's a reason to get a PS4, and that's not a bad thing. Not every game needs to be on every system. I think it's cool that there's some games that are just like for certain systems. Because, you know, that's what gives you a reason to have those systems in the first place. this song is good too. I mean, it would have been a cool game though on the Switch. It would have been really nice for the Switch, but that's okay. You can still play your Octopath Traveler on the Switch. I think Switch has got some other good RPGs, right? Like the Switch. What else is on the Switch? Like they're bringing Ni no Kuni to the Switch, right? Ooh, what's this? Koron Lands. I don't know Koron Lands. It sounds pretty good though. Lazy Music Hour inspired picks. Yeah, usually these random ones, I sort of figure that they might be from Legacy Music Hour. So like, how do you do that? Do you like pick out certain ones you like and like put them on your iPod, or which is what I do, or do you like do you just like scan through like Legacy Music Hour playlists and pick out ones that you remember? Usually what I do is when I'm listening to the podcast, I'll like just kind of take notes. It's funny because I take notes like I'm in school. They do have, on the website, they do have, yeah, little lists. Little playlists. I've seen those, yeah. I'll take little notes and then afterwards I'll like just kind of look for and download the ones that I like the most. Remember this game, Phoenix Hinotori? Little hidden Konami game that never came out in America. That was a pretty cool one. Yeah, this is a great track. I don't know if I like this panel. I like this panel. I guess it's fine. I don't know. I don't like this hand, though. I don't like this hand. I have to redraw it. I don't like it. Okay, let's see here. I think that's better. You finally caught up to the Berserk manga? Yeah, I'm caught up too. Yeah, it's a long wait. I mean, it's a great manga, so it's worth the wait, but... And I'm glad that the story does feel like it's progressing, like, finally, towards... Actually, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm not caught up. I think it's been a while since I actually looked at it. There could be a bunch of chapters I haven't read. Maybe it's been a year since I read it, now that I think about it. I might not be caught up, but I was pretty caught up. I was caught up to the point where... I shouldn't say, in case anyone isn't reading, but... with the part where they got into the last chapter with Griffith. Yeah, I'm not caught up to that. The Casca stuff is where I left off. If you know what I mean. Oh, hello there, Lane Matthews. Lane Matthews. Hello, just coming with the Little Baby Baby by Quality Control Music. Nope. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna skip it because you just came in and Lane. I'm just gonna skip that. Sorry. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. I don't know if you know me, but here's the rule for song requests. It's sort of an informal rule, but yeah, we encourage you to like put in retro game music. That's kind of what we want. You know, you don't have to follow that rule all the time, but it's encouraged. And if you just come in and I don't know you and you just start putting songs in, yeah, I you know, we might be a little bit skeptical. You might want to just, I don't know, just chat for a little while first. It doesn't. No, I mean, it's not his fault. No, I know. I'm explaining it. That's why I'm explaining it. You're right. I mean, I could put that in the title, but it's like too many words, right? No, he didn't know. No, he definitely didn't know. No, I mean, yeah, he could just be like a regular person who just comes in and is like, I'm going to put a song in. Perfectly harmless, and that's cool. But like, if a person comes in that you don't know and just like requests a random song, and that's the first thing they do, you gotta be suspicious, right? Because a lot of people will come in and they'll like put some troll stuff in there. Suddenly they'll like just be, well, you know. You gotta be careful. If he's mad about it, it's fine. It's alright. It's okay. We'll all survive. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind re-explaining it when new people come in. It's probably better that way. Plus, you know, it's an opportunity for chat interaction, and that's good. Okay, so I think this page is done. We're going to start the inking process now. This song is great. I don't know what it is about the Darkstalker series. I don't know what it is, but for some reason the Rikuo songs are always the best songs. Like, usually by far. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Across 3 different games in the series, the Rikuo songs are the best songs. He's definitely not my favorite character. He's a cool character. I mean, I like him, but he's not my favorite. But his songs are just always like just the best. You're a fan of Morgan's musical motif? Well, yeah, I like Morgan. I love Morgan's character. Like, she's an awesome character, and I do like her musical motif. But Rikuo's songs are better. I mean, this song is awesome. Probably like my favorite Darkstalker song right here. Morgan has some good songs though. Yeah, I love Darkstalkers too. Darkstalkers was that was an amazing series. Like, they should bring that back. Street Fighter is cool and all, but they should make a new Darkstalkers game. Although, I hope that if they did, I would want it to be a little bit better than Street Fighter V. So, I don't know. Like, I would prefer for them to make it 2D, but Capcom doesn't seem to do that anymore. People still do make 2D fighting games. I mean, we have Arc System Works for that, and they do a great job. I don't know why Capcom can't do that. You know, can we have a Street Fighter 6 that's in 2D? That would be really nice. Can we do that? Also, another like side benefit of making a 2D fighting game, they can't fucking have like the characters have like a million ridiculous costumes. Like, maybe it's just me, but that's something that really annoys me about the newest Street Fighters, is how, you know, there's just like a million ridiculous looking costumes, and like you might even you forget who you're fighting because like characters don't have like a specific look anymore. Like you go online to play Street Fighter. I wouldn't go online anyway. I don't like playing fighting games online, but you go online to play Street Fighter and like you're playing against like Ryu in a diaper or something. I don't think that actually exists, but it's like that. That's sort of what it's like playing the new Street Fighter. Hugh Morgan laughs like that. Yeah, Puzzle Fighter had a very good soundtrack. It was like all remixes of songs from the actual games, but like really nice remixes. Well, yeah, exactly. The costumes, like people pay real money for those. They make money off them, and they make them a lot of money. Yeah, exactly. Which sucks. That sucks. I get it, but it's annoying. Sort of purchasable cosmetics are going to be yeah, unfortunately. Although if there was a way to turn them off, that would fix that problem. I don't know if there is. Like if you're playing like say Street Fighter V online, can you do a thing where you is there an option that says like turn costumes off, and then any characters you play against will just like be dressed in their default outfit? Can you force that? Because if so, that would fix that problem for me, but I don't know if there is. Yeah, just another little way in which modern game design sort of fucks the games up. Another bad thing about it's not like a huge pet peeve for me, but it can be annoying sometimes. But you know, like for me, Street Fighter 3 is like that's all the Street Fighter I need anyway. Street Fighter 3 is my Street Fighter. I kind of don't really need 4 and 5. I love Juri is an awesome character, and I kind of like for her alone. I kind of wanted to play 4 a little bit, and there's some cool characters in 5 actually. Some of the new characters are kind of cool, but still, whatever. I'll stick with 3. 3 is my favorite. Capcom fighting game to game, which won't have any franchise limitation. Yeah, I mean, I could see that, and I don't think that would be a bad idea either. And they just throw characters from Darkstalkers and like from what else? Final Fight. Just throw everything in there. Their Rival Schools game with Rival Schools was Capcom, right? Oh, I can't come along if I'm listening on delay. Well, it's been a while since I played Street Fighter, though. Last year, when I tried to go to Colossal Con, I tried to get a table at the show. That didn't work out, so I ended up just like hanging around the convention for fun, and like I played a lot of Street Fighter 3. That was really fun. I do really like the arcades at conventions. If I wasn't going to make money, that's probably what I would mostly do. In fact, it was what I mostly did. Mostly just hung around the arcades and played Street Fighter 3. Wasn't that what Capcom Fighting Evolution was? I don't really remember that. Capcom Fighting Evolution? Probably. What was that, though? When did that come out? Well, they could just make another version of that. Oh, they could throw all the Marvel characters in there too, I guess. I mean, Smash Brothers is sort of the Nintendo equivalent of that, you know? That's becoming like the fighting game for like every character. There's so many different characters that it goes way beyond Nintendo characters. So we could have the Smash Brothers game that has every character. Then we could have the Capcom Fighter that has every character. We could have the Soul Calibur game that has every character. Of course I like the Castlevania 4 OST. Yeah, it's great. It's not my favorite, but it's very good. Very, very good. Just threw a bunch of random Capcom characters. Huh, I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's not a bad idea. Good, but weird. I agree. It is good, it is weird. It's very different from other Castlevania soundtracks, which is not a bad thing. It does have one really great classic piece of music, though. Simon's theme, which, when they end up remixing it in other Castlevanias, works really well. Like, that's a really damn good theme. And I don't think that it doesn't sound Castlevania. Like, I think it, even though it is different and weird and like jazz fusion, I think it ends up like feeling pretty Castlevania. It's a strong soundtrack. The only weakness I would say it has is that the songs overall, they lack the memorability of, like the very best Castlevania soundtracks, like a Rondo of Blood or Castlevania 3. It's like not quite on that, but still a really good soundtrack though. But definitely the songs, a lot of the songs are weird, and you don't see a lot of like remixes of Castlevania 4 songs in the other games. Like, not too many of the songs get reused because they're hard to reuse. They're so specific to Castlevania 4. Other than I'm sure Simon's theme has been used in at least one other game, I think. More ambient than melodic. Well, some of it is kind of ambient, but it's not. It's like good. It's still got a little bit of melodicness to it, or memorability. Like, it's good ambient music. It's not like lazy. Like most ambient music is lazy garbage, but not Castlevania. And a lot of it is still melodic. Vapor Trail. This is a game I've never played. I think I got this from somebody's song request. This is a cool one, yeah. I think I got this one from somebody's song request, I guess. Like, somebody requested a song. They requested it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna steal it. Once in a while, I like to steal people's music. Put it in my own playlist. I had an idea for a thing with song requests, like either like a podcast or a stream, where this is something I wanted to do for a podcast, like back a bunch of years ago, but never really got it off the ground. Yeah, because I was trying to get into podcasting for a little while. This is back before I streamed at all, I think. Back in like the early 2010s, maybe. We did like a podcast, like a Flipside related podcast. It's called Lobster Talk, and I did like 20 episodes of it, but I haven't done that in a long time. But I had an idea. I wanted to do one where, like, it was just like it was kind of like Legacy Music Hour, only people, like, we would pick out music and then we would like rate the songs. So like it would be like, and we'd have like, you know, panelists and we'd give songs ratings. You know, I kind of want to do that. I still kind of want to, like, I thought maybe we could like just do that with like a stream too, you know. It's something I'd still kind of like to do. I don't know if I want to do like a stream entirely devoted to that, like, because we could do that, like, you know, we could do that as you know, for Patreon, you know, during Patreon streams like this, it could also work too. But I'm not sure how that would work though. It might be a little bit tough because I would have to also, so let's see, we would have to like probably put something in the title. Remember, hear the song you want to strut around your house with the awkward VV walk? The awkward VV walk, yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. This song reuses the theme from BB's theme. Well, yeah. No, I always this just is BB's theme. I mean, this is BB's theme. Black Mage Village. Oh, okay. Oh, this is BB's theme, and I see, Black Mage Village. Yeah, that's different. Hey, Demo, how's it going? Yeah, you know, yeah, sorry, it's right. Final Fantasy IX music. You just happen to come in, and they're playing it for you. How are you doing today, Demo? Yeah, you know, we're I'm drawing art, and we're playing songs, and we're listening to them. I'm doing good. I'm just, you know, trying to get work done, take care of Grandma. I made her fettuccine alfredo tonight for dinner. She liked it. She likes my fettuccine alfredo. So, you know, it's pretty good. So my picture? Oh yeah, that's right. I took a picture of it and I posted it on the Instagram because I haven't posted an Instagram picture in a while. So I thought let's post a picture of this one because it turned out looking pretty good. Yep. Did you ever go back and watch my Faxanadu video? You should. It's a cool game. Been working on Bloodstained the last couple of days. I think we're really close to the end of Bloodstained. We've beaten 13 bosses now. Hoping the next time I stream it, I'll end up beating it. Your parents' internet was terrible. Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope you had fun with your parents. Were you doing like a family get-together? Hope you had fun. I'll be doing that tomorrow. My parents want us to bring Grandma over and hang out, have a family dinner. It'll just be like for dinner, but should be nice. I like doing that. I like getting together with the fam. Sister will be there. She's got kids now. She's got little babies, and that's good for the grandmas because the grandmas love babies. They're big baby fans. Oh, this song. Right, this one. It does kind of reuse part of his theme. I mean, that makes sense, of course. Silly. Yeah, this song is really cool. I like this one, too. I like this one. Final Fantasy IX had a very good soundtrack. When I first played Final Fantasy IX, I was a little bit down on the soundtrack, but I've sort of learned to appreciate it a bit more. I still think that 7 and 8 are a bit above it, but in terms of soundtrack, you fucking love this music. Well, Demo, you know, we are taking song requests right now, and if you want to listen to more Final Fantasy IX music, feel free to throw it in there. Your dad just turned 75, so you had to go visit. 3/4 of the country is 3/4 of a country is nothing to laugh at. Oh, in terms of traveling across, yeah, I would imagine. Did you fly? Oh yeah, no, I know. Trust me, we've done so much traveling the last 3 weeks. We've been to Texas, LA, and I've been to Connecticut. And oh yeah, I drove 14 hours in one day, so I know how it is. Which was, you know what? I didn't even mind it. I kind of enjoyed it. Like, it's funny. I would rather drive for 14 hours straight than fly, not because I'm afraid of airplanes, but I just find air travel to be such a hassle. Like it's more just all the stuff around it. Plus, actually being in the airplane, it's cramped, it's not comfortable. Like, my car is comfortable. It's comfortable enough anyway. And you can stop when you want, you can get food when you want. You can't do anything on an airplane. Yeah, it's quicker, but no century, 3/4 of 100 years. Oh, yes, that too. Yeah, no, that is a big deal, of course. It was a breath of fresh air after 7 and 8 main protagonists, Grumpy Gus. Yeah, well, I liked those protagonists, so I didn't. But yeah, it was. I appreciated that change, but that it wasn't I wouldn't say it was a breath of fresh air. But I could see why you might. But out of those 3 games, 7 is still my favorite, I think. 8 is really good too. 8 is it's underrated, and the soundtrack for 8 in particular is the best of those 3 games. Out of the PlayStation ones, 8's soundtrack is really amazing. It's really killer. 9's soundtrack is good too, and 7's is pretty amazing as well. But man, 8's. I like all 3 of those games though. They're all really nice games. Zidane has an edgy moment, but it's brief. To your face, because you love all the main characters, which is unusual. Can't say the same for 7 and 8, 8 especially. Well, yeah, I can't really say the same for 8 either. But I do like some of the characters in 8. I really like Quistis, and I'm fine with Rinoa and Squall, their whole love affair. I'm fine with it. It works for me. I like Selphie, she's cute. I don't like Zell so much. Whoever the gunslinger guy, he's kind of boring. Kuja's the edgelord. Yeah. Even Amaranth. Yeah, Amaranth. I don't really like Amaranth that much. And also the summoner girl, she's not really that great either. We're all good, even Queena. Yeah. I don't think I like all of 9's characters. I don't think I really like Steiner that much either. I'm not a big Steiner fan. He's kind of annoying. Also, and this is just me, but I do like 9's soundtrack, but Final Fantasy IX soundtrack has a big weakness for me, a big glaring weakness, and that is the battle music. I don't really like Final Fantasy IX's battle music that much. And that's a big problem. The battle music has to be good, But I think it's just that it has a really... it's not a bad song, but the introduction to that song is so long. There was a problem with 8's battle song as well, and 7's wasn't so bad with that, but 8, 9, and 10 all kind of have that problem, but especially 9. You can tell he's a good guy. He's annoying. Hey, Tam, what's up? Tam, bring in the purple. Tam is bringing the purple. Now we have a lot of purple in chat. Look at that. Look at all that purple. Not bad. Do, blah, 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 blah. Delay issues in battle. Yeah, I think I kind of noticed that, yeah. Also, like, I don't remember if this was the case with all of them, but 9 in particular, the intro felt really long to every battle, too. I found the battles kind of a little irritating in 9. They had the really long introduction song to the battle song. Although the boss song was really cool, though. Hey, Intelligent Cube music. Okay, there we go. You had to change your color because there was a fight with the Friday Witch? Oh yeah? What? And you lost, so you had to change your name to... You had to change your name to hers? I'll check. What? The regen would keep going as long as animation played, made boss battles easy. Oh really? I'm not sure I realized that. That's funny. Doesn't that work in 7 and 8 as well? I feel like that might work in all the PlayStation ones. Oh, you had to change your color to hers. Well, Tam, did you just change back? I think you just went back to blue. I kind of like you in purple, Tam. Maybe you should say purple. I don't know. To me, Tam, you just seem like a purple kind of guy. That sounds pretty powerful. With the regen. You're blue? Alright, Tam. Okay, if you're gonna be blue, I guess it's alright. But I'm just saying, purple was a good look for you, Tam. You should consider it. Demo's the only purple here? Well, for a while there, the chat was really purple. There was purple all over the place. I kind of liked it. Unfortunately, I have to erase because I'm not using a light box today, so I got to erase the pencil lines under here. At least some of them. I don't have to erase all of them. Some of them actually might be good for texture, but... Yeah, this is why I use a light box. I hate having the pencil lines on the board because it like smudges and... To play Smash, you can use a purple Sonic. There you go. Yeah, Leo's Pac-Man for life. Yeah, yeah, Smash. I don't really like using Sonic either. He's too fast and he's like too weak. You just kind of, and like you're likely to just like kind of flop off the stage with him, in my opinion. He is kind of unwieldy. I mean, probably some people are good with him. Like, you know, like Tam, of course. But yeah, unwieldy is a good word. He is unwieldy. That is true. Ooh. Soul Blazer music. Soul Blazer had good music. That is right, Asian Blazer. I was about to call you Asian Blazer. That is correct. The up and smash recovery is really good. Yeah, he does have a really good recovery. That definitely helps him. Yeah, I got to play some Smash Brothers when I was at Kineticon. I was staying with my friend Sean. You guys might know him as Stackmaster. brought a Switch. Of course, my main character now is the Inkling. Big Inkling person. Shadow Hearts Covenant music. One of these days I want to play that game. I've officially started the series now. I played through Koldelka, and that's the first Shadow Hearts game. So one of these days I'll get to Covenant, hopefully. Another Smash stream? I should do another Smash stream, you're right. I should, especially once I get like some of the downloadable characters. But yeah, I should do that, for sure. That would be fun. My community. Yep. You know what else you know what else I want to do is I want to play Splatoon some more too. I think are they doing a Splatfest this weekend? Because if so, somebody told me that it was the last Splatfest, or it might be the last. So I feel like I should do that. And I also want to play more ARMS because I only played it on stream that one time, and that game's really fun too. I got to play a little bit of that with Sean's daughter, Sophie. And it was fun. The game is still fun. Even playing Splatoon is becoming stupid. Is it? Final Splatfest is this weekend? Yeah, we should do that. I should play that this weekend. We're gonna decide what's gonna happen in the story for Splatoon 3. Is that what's happening? Is that what it is? We're deciding what happens in Splatoon 3? Oh, speaking of, also, I never did the expansion for Splatoon 2, the Octo expansion. I need to do that. I got reminded of that this weekend. But damn, I have so many. I have to finish Bloodstained. I got so many other games to play. Song is interesting. Yeah, I agree. ARMS should have been bigger than it was. It was a very good concept. Yes, I agree completely. It was a new take, and people didn't give it a chance. They did not give it enough of a chance. It was definitely a new take, and it was really cool. It was a really good use of motion controls too. Yeah, it sucks. But it's a really fun game, ARMS is. Yeah, that game is really fun. Well, it's nice to hear someone else say that. Well, anyway, what would you guys think about like doing like a song rating kind of, I guess, special? A song rating special, like song requests, but we listen to, like, you put songs in and then we're gonna rate all the songs and people in chat rate them, I rate them, and then we keep track of all the ratings. It'd be similar to like a podcast that I wanted to do. I think that would be fun to do. But we would need people in the chat to play along too, or else there would be no point. Because for the podcast idea, it was supposed to be that we would have a panel of people, and everyone would choose their own songs, and the panel would rate all the songs too. But you could do that too with using the chat as panelists. So basically, it would be you just like use with song requests, and it would just be like with song requests, but we would take turns putting songs in it. Then we would pause after each song and like talk about it and rate it. Yeah, do you think that would be interesting, Tam? I think it would be fun. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Something that I wanted to try. You know, you'd have to we'd have to we'd probably have to do maybe we could make that just like its own thing, like a talk stream, and we wouldn't do anything else. We would just like do song requests and then just talk about the songs and then rate them. I don't know. A longer one. Oh, from Conker's Bad Fur Day. 8 minutes. Okay. I will feel free to skip if I get tired of it. End of the year thing. Take games released in the year and someone makes a case with 3 songs from the game. Yeah, you could do theme stuff like that as well. I mean, you could do end it like games from that year, or you could do specific games only. You could. Of course, the problem with that is then you need to have people in the chat who just happen to know all of these. Or I pick all the songs myself, but then I think it's more fun if other people pick songs. Yeah, this sounds a lot like Banjo-Kazooie music to me. I mean, this game is Rare as well, right? Yeah, it is. So I guess that's why. Never played this game before. I bet that's pretty humorous. Are they related? I don't know. A list in case chat is not cooperating. Yeah. Well, yeah, see, that's the problem is we kind of would need, like, chat to cooperate. We would need to have, like, people who have, like, specific songs in mind that they can play. I think, like, trying to do it, if we were to try to do it, it would have to be free form at first. Because, like, it's hard to think of songs for, like, specific themes. It's easier just to, like, think of random songs. So, you know, just let people put in whatever song they want, and then we rate the songs. If we started to get, like, if we started to do it more, we could, like, start to do theme stuff. Banjo's a bear and Conker is a squirrel, so they can't be related. That's very true. How can a square and a square? Well, you know, and then, so you kind of want to do a game show podcast? Yeah. It would, yeah. Like, yeah, I think that those are really fun. I've seen a couple of those. Like, I forget what it's called, but there is one, like, retro-ish kind of game podcast. I think they changed their name recently, but I watched that once in a while. It was kind of interesting. Was Conker a spin-off from Banjo game? Yeah, I think that Conker, it's sort of a shared universe thing. Back before shared universe was a term. He was first in Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, that would make sense. Super family-friendly character. Well, I've never really thought of Rare as being super family-friendly, actually. Okay, I think we've listened to about half of this song. I will go ahead and move on to Outrun by Tam. Outrun's not good. Reverse trivia. It's a good idea, Tam. You should do something like that. I think there's a lot of potential to do stuff like that with Twitch. Game shows. Game shows could be fun. But isn't that just Jeopardy, though? Give the answers, participant attempt to give the question. Damn, isn't that just Jeopardy, though? Isn't that just, like, basically Jeopardy for games? Thank you, Demo. Final Fantasy IX music. I like that. I like hit that theme. If it isn't Sonic, it's Outrun. Tam, will your game show be all Sonic and Outrun related stuff? Because I think it should. Okay, let me. Oh, this song, I recognize this now. Da-na-na-na-na-na. What was the card game from Final Fantasy movie called again? Quad Mist? Yeah, Quad Mist. What was that song? What was that song called? Oops, I put it in the wrong one. I'm gonna put it in a couple more Final Fantasy IX songs for Demo. There's one. Let me put in one more. One more. He likes Final Fantasy IX. You get to inspire for nostalgia, you know. What's another good one that I like? Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. And we'll put this one in here too. This is a good one. I like this one. You bought Final Fantasy IX for Switch? Steiner's theme? Nah, I'm actually not. Don't take it the wrong way, but I'm not the biggest fan of Steiner's theme. Not my favorite. You to replay it? You should stream it! Stream it, Demo. Stream your replaying. Do it! How do you stream your Switch? Well, you have to get a capture card. Okay, never mind. I guess that's asking a bit too much. Okay, oh yeah, let me just send you a capture card. Oh man, I could have sent you my old one. I think I might have thrown it away. My AverMedia card. I could have sent that to you. Like I could have. Shit, man. Do I still have that? Maybe I might still have that somewhere. I mean, I think it still works. It was just having some audio problems for me. But it still worked some of the time. Maybe you could have got it to work. Good, not a pita. But I like pita bread. Well, that's the only one I can use. That's all I've got. I'm not even sure if I have that still. I've got to check. If I can find that, maybe I'll send it to you, Demo. Pita. Actually, I'm not a big fan of pita bread. It's alright. Not the It is now, though, Tam. Now it's become the PETA that you were talking about. Here's Demo's Final Fantasy IX song. That it cuts off. Yeah, well, you know, when you're doing song requests off of YouTube, you gotta take what you can get, right? Like, you know, I've got like a giant playlist of like different, music here from my song requests and whatever. But I'm still like pretty strict about like what I try to put in there. Like, I personally on my playlist, because I like to keep it organized, so I like to only use songs that are listed with the game's name first. So, like, if it's Final Fantasy IX, it needs to start with F for Final Fantasy IX. It needs to start with Final Fantasy IX. Some people will upload songs and they'll list them like, use the track number first, like 09, or the song title, or they'll like have some other like stupid thing, where like. And then the problem with that is when you put it in your playlist, it won't sort it. You would want it to sort them by, the game. But if they don't have the titles correct, then it won't sort them by the game. They'll just throw them like someplace random in your playlist. And then, if you have a really long, like if you have a really big playlist and like the songs aren't listed by title, they just disappear in there. And who knows if they're even in there. You don't know what's in your playlist anymore. So it sucks. So like, if I'm like if I want to put a song from a game in, but if it if it's not listed the right way, I just can't put it in. Just like, you just can't have that unless, and then, I try to never violate that rule, but like once in a while, there's like a piece of music I really want in, I'll like break it, but I try not to. Outside of Nobuo and Akira Yamaoka, well, those are good ones. And Undertale, because you're garbage and the music is great. Well, Undertale, I think Undertale's got good music, so I can understand that. It's okay to like Undertale music. One of these days I'm going to actually play Undertale on stream, I think. Never actually played it still. I probably should play it. Like, it seems interesting. The music is pretty good. Yamaoka's tenure in the Nami series. What's that? Tamashi D Skittles. Skittles just wants everyone to know that he is still there. Or he's back or whatever. You wanna play Undertale without you? Well, I'll try not to. I probably won't be playing it anytime soon. Ooh, Mario Kart mashup? Rainbow Road mashup? That sounds exciting. Well, Demo, you know what? Demo, you gotta hang around here more. Because maybe, if you're introduced to more cool video game music, you'll learn to like it. Can I make some suggestions for this page? I gave you your bathtub bubble. You ever attempting that out? No, but thanks for reminding me. Maybe at this point, I think I'm just gonna leave it in, Skittles, just so you can always have that. It's like my gift to you. Enjoy that. commentary stream again for Undertale like we did with Sean and Castlevania. I mean, sure, we could try that. Yeah, if you guys want to. Hey, once in a while, like, hey, Demo, do you want to be on my stream? Once in a while, I could use some guest stars. Tam, you can be on my stream. You can play Sonic 06. Just something you don't seek out to listen to. It's like all I seek out to listen to. That and like sometimes the occasional soundtrack. Although, yeah, I don't really, I guess, well, I was gonna say I don't really like enjoy that many soundtracks anymore and things. But I still often see anime that has like good soundtracks, and once in a while I download those. Usually it's just like an opening or ending song though. Guest stars. You could repeat Sonic 06? Yeah, you know, I'd like to play some like more of the Sonic games just to like, you know, have them under my belt. Tell yourself you didn't want to play that game again in your life. Well, I do. I haven't played it yet. That game. Hey guys, it's me, Flip. I've got a special guest tonight. You guys all know him. He's a very famous Game.com streamer. Tam. Is he really a guest star if you're not a star in your own right? Yeah, no, Demo, you're a star to me. Demo, you're a star. You're the star. You are a star here in this stream. The famous chatter, Demo. Everybody knows and loves her here at the Flipside stream. 100% is staying in your PS3 taunting you. What did you like? 100% is like a trophy or something. You actually look at your trophies, Tam? Don't look at those. You do? Well, you should do that, Tam. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool to have more guest stars, stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. It would be helpful for me. It's always helpful to have somebody else talking. Sometimes it can be kind of a drag. Like there are people who like stream like only with their buddies, and they have their buddy. Like if it starts to get to the point where it's just like you're just listening to someone talk to their friends, sometimes that can be annoying. But I think if you, as long as you're careful to be inclusive with the chat and don't just forget about your chat and just like talk amongst yourselves, it can be pretty good. But like that's the best thing about having guest stars is that it makes it easier to like engage the chat, because one person can play and the other person can just like focus on chat, like bridging the streamer and the chat, you know, as it were. So that can be very useful. A very useful streaming feature. Not the most interesting, but as far as knowledge goes, you don't have to be interesting, Demo. You just have to be a voice. I mean, whoever said that I'm interesting? I'm not interesting. Who is it? What is interesting anyway? Demo, I think you're super interesting. Sega Pico from Central, you'd have that. Flip Sylvania. What is the Sega Pico again? I don't remember what that is. Is that a handheld? I forgot what that was. Is Sonic the wrong type of game for that system? Yeah, I was always curious about the Game.com as well. Yeah, that's Castlevania in the background. Yeah, no, I think there's a little bit of, anytime I draw a castle, there's a little bit of Castlevania in there. Always a little bit. The game is unplayable. It can't be unplayable, Tam, because you played it. So it literally is playable. You proved it playable. Nobody said that you were good at it, but, you know, wanted the Pico when you were a wee lass? Well, it's never too late to get one. There we go. Here you go, Demo. I put this in here for you. I actually think this is good drawing music. I like this, and I like the Triple Triad music from 8. Yeah, it's this is great. If you ever like play a card game in real life, this is really good music for that. Go figure, it's music for a card. It was made to listen to when you're playing a card game. Oh, it's playable with Tails? I see. The Chocobo Mystery Dungeon game for the Switch? Which one is that? Is that like a new one, or is that a port of an old one, Demo? You never learned how to play that card game? I kind of like Triple Triad more. Yeah, this game, I never really got... I'm kind of with you, Mr. Leo. I never got super into this card game. I like Triple Triad. I think Triple Triad was easier to understand. This game was like a little bit more complicated. And, yeah, I never got super into it either. But I like the music. I do like the music. I do like that in Final Fantasy VIII, you can play the card game with like a lot of the NPCs. Whatever. It's a remaster. Yeah, Sapphire Drew, for his subscriber request, I think he was saying that he was thinking about requesting the second Chocobo Dungeon game, but the first one to be brought over to America for the PlayStation 1, which would be really cool. I never played a Chocobo's Dungeon game before, so I probably should. So the Switch one is a remaster, huh? I wonder which one that is. How many Chocobo's Dungeon games have there been? There's been a bunch of them, hasn't there? One of those series that seems hard to catch up with. They seem like cool games, though. Here you go, Demo. I picked this music out for you. Oh yeah, Shiren the Wanderer. That's another one that like I wanted to try out. Opt to try to challenge her Triple Triad, where she stops putting her schemes in time. In space versus you putting up a super rare Renoa card. Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. Demo, isn't this song awesome? See, my favorite part about this song is the lyrics. Come on, this is the best. This is the best character theme. This is kind of like, well, Queen has his own theme, but this is kind of like really his theme, right? best song from Final Fantasy IX. The marsh song, right? Or which is like, isn't that like Queena's village, or that's where he lives or something? The Moogle stuff, yeah. I remember that. It's been a long time since I played it, but I remember that being funny. Lulu from Final Fantasy X. And this game right here was the last game that Nobuo Uematsu like scored fully himself. This 10 was scored by 3 different people, and then after that, he stopped being involved with them like altogether. And he did do some of the songs for 11, the original release of 11, and he didn't do any music for 12 or 13, or he might have done some of the songs for... I don't think he did anything for 14, I'm not sure. He didn't do anything for 15, so... Mistwalker stuff. Is it like a mobile game? It's the Batman song. Pretty damn good. Which one is this from again? The Game Boy one. This doesn't sound like Game Boy music. Is this Game Boy music? Wow. That's really good. I gotta put this song in my playlist too. This song's really good. Craft game with damage soundtrack was top notch. I like that game. I played through that. We played through that a while back, before Fliptendo, like right before Fliptendo. We did a bunch of Game Boy games, and that was one of them. I played through it, and I thought it was pretty fun. I like that game. Yeah, don't underestimate the power of the Game Boy. That's true. Game Boy made some kick-ass music. Sunsoft, yep. Yeah, that's really good. So if we were like playing the rate the song game, that would be like I would get a 5. I'd get like a 5 stars probably. Wow, this is a 4-minute song. It's a mashup of 8 Rainbow Road songs. Okay. Let's hear this. How is this gonna work? Well, I don't know all the Rainbow Road songs, so some of these... This is not really... Oh, here we go. Okay. This is the N64 one, which is my favorite. That's my favorite Rainbow Road song. That's just the best. Kermit the Savage. Well, hello. I'm good. How are you, Kermit the Savage? You know, just drawing and listening to music. Mostly video game music. I don't recognize this one. Really loud? Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit then. Was it drowning me out? Sorry. Yeah, that song might have been like louder than the other ones. Is this better? Is that too quiet? You're fine, you guessed? Okay. You like the chill stuff? I like music that's got some chill, but too chill can be boring. Too much chill is not for me. Yeah, you know, I guess I just don't know a lot of some of these Rainbow Road songs I just don't know, so. I draw literally well. Hey, thanks, Mr. Leo. That sounds kind of funny to hear. You draw literally well. Spotify link for good chill. Spotify link? Okay. I've never used Spotify before. Do I need to use Spotify to check out the link? Because I don't even know how to do that. Emo and chill. YouTube would be better. Yeah, YouTube would be better. I know all the kids use Spotify these days. I don't. I don't get Spotify. Spotify's not for me. Oh, I recognize this one. This is from Mario Kart 8. Yeah, this one I like, too. Okay. Nope. Sorry, Kermit. I'm gonna have to take that one out. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Hey, Kermit, here's a little rule. Here's a little guideline we have about our song requests. We would sort of prefer retro game music, if you could, and, you know, once in a while you can break that rule, but only once in a while. Oh, also you can't skip songs. That's my thing. There's no song skip command. If it needs to be skipped, I'll skip it. Oh, thank you, Dima, for that link. I'll look at that later. Okay, that's very funny. The little bit you're doing is very funny, Kermit the Savage. We really appreciate it. Promise Neverland is good. What? Which one is that? Oh, the manga? Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I've heard of that. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to check that out, actually. Is that good? Japanese? I mean, Japanese is good, but... You are dinging me on Facebook. Yeah, that's you, Demo, that's you! That's you! That beeping is you! Wow! You're a celebrity. You got celebrity dings. More Final Fantasy IX music. This Final Fantasy IX music is cool, but maybe we could do some Final Fantasy XI music. How about that? Asian Waste has got the Final Fantasy VIII song coming up. Okay, now it's time for Final Fantasy XI songs. Let me pick out a good one. Whoop, sorry. You know, since we're on a Final Fantasy kick and all. That's Themo, I know that thing anywhere. Oh, Death Note? If you like, I love Death Note, so yeah. From Tokyo Ghoul Re. Okay, you want to play some anime music? Okay, sure. What kind of command are you looking for, Kermit? Are you looking for like a song list? That's just song list. Yeah, that's a good song, too. Almost done with this page. Your favorite cave music? My favorite would be, I think it would be the cave song from Final Fantasy IV. The main one that you usually hear in caves. That one's really, really good. But there's a bunch of good ones though, right? Final Fantasy IV is a pretty killer soundtrack. I think that might be my favorite in the whole series. As far as best soundtracks, I think it's Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, it's a good one, yeah. Man of culture. Who, me? Alright. I think I'm done with this page. We're going to move on to the next page. Yeah, it sucks to hear about that fire. Hey guys, we did a page. This is done from scratch. So you look at it, all inked and everything. Alright, let's do another one. Let's do another page. Oh, I forgot to number it. This should be 53, 24. Okay, new page. Hey, thank you, Asian Waste. Thanks, Mr. Leo. I try. Alright, Hey Tam, by the way, got any sketch requests today? Don't forget about the sketch requests. That's your privilege, Tam. Being a Patreon backer. Here's my music again. Final Fantasy XI music. My favorite. This is from the latest expansion. Well, the most recent expansion. It's not that recent, but... See, the guy who does the music for Final Fantasy XI, the main guy did most of it. I think his name is Naoshi Mizuta. He's really amazing. He would be my choice for like if for Final Fantasy like the series going forward to pick a new musician. They need someone to like a new series regular. They need to stop like bouncing back and forth between different composers. So to me, I like it to be this guy, but unfortunately, not a lot of people know about him. I like his music a lot better than the Final Fantasy XIV's composer's music. Yeah, Moghouse. Yeah, that's a good one too. His music is really great. Like it's excellent music for an MMO. It's a little bit different from Uematsu's music, but like at this point, Final Fantasy has kind of broken away from, the image of, like Uematsu's kind of, and now it's just kind of like whatever. Like it doesn't really have a musical identity now. You used to not log out and just let this song. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Or just like stand around in Juno, like for hours at a time. Pick that game back up again. You should check out one of the private servers. They've got a couple of pretty cool private servers that like kind of they kind of try to mimic the experience of playing in the old days, like when there were not as many expansions and before the whole Abyssia thing. All right, Demo. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be streaming all night. So I don't know if I'll still be here later. Like we've been as of now, we've been streaming about 2.5 hours. So we might go another hour maybe. Well, I don't even know. Stream some games after. I could do that, but it would. But I don't know. It'll be pretty late. Plus, I kind of wanted to watch a movie, so I don't know. I don't usually do that. The problem is that these Patreon streams, they get a little bit tiring. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I do need to like finish Bloodstained, but oh no, teleport spell went wrong, and Crest got transported to the final Splatfest. Maytag and Crest. Oh really? Well, that's cool. Should that be the storyline of my comic now? Play Online Square, they really tick you off and possibly axing your account and even your CD key if you were to idle for 6 months. Yeah, well that was in the old days. They don't do that anymore. That was like within the first few years. But yeah, MMOs used to be more strict about that. Now they're just happy if you like come back. Like they realize that it's not a good policy now. Burn is preoccupied right now. That's true. Just Final Fantasy 11. I feel like it's not. No, it's not just Final Fantasy 11 that did that. I don't think. Well, so nowadays MMOs don't do that anymore, and like Final Fantasy 11 doesn't do that anymore. Like nowadays, you can like cancel you can put your account on hold or cancel it and come back anytime you want. And in fact, although I think if you had stopped playing Final Fantasy 11 like in the really early days, like 2004, 2005, 2006, your character is probably gone, but if you played since then, like since a certain point, your character, like they brought back a lot of the older characters, so you could probably like they could like do a search and could probably bring your character back now, as long as it wasn't like forever ago that you played. Like I did that with some of my older characters after not playing for a long time. I went back and I would play it again back in like a couple of years ago. I streamed it too. Like there was actually a point. I think it was 2015-ish, where like I was actually like almost a Final Fantasy 11 streamer for a few months. I went back and I played the newer expansions. It was pretty fun. And then very recently I was like playing in a private server, which was also really fun. Wait, this does not seem right. Oh, I fucked this line up here. This is not straight. Yeah, this song is awesome. This is like some of the best relaxing music of all time. The Mog House music. It's really great. Man, Final Fantasy XI. What a good game that was. But yeah, you know, to be honest, I don't know if I ever really want to go back to Final Fantasy XI, the official server. I like the private servers better. The only problem is right now there's sort of two big competing servers. There's Eden and there's, what's the other one again? Fuck, Nozomi. And I'm not really sure. Yeah, I was playing in Nozomi for a while, but like now I'm not sure. Like I kind of want to play more on one of the private, but I'm not sure which one to. Yeah, I'm just not sure which way to go. So I'm kind of waiting to see how that shakes out. But I don't think I'm done with Final Fantasy XI yet. It's still one of my favorite games. It would be cool if, one of these days, Square would do like a legacy server thing with Final Fantasy XI. Like that would be really cool. I think that'd be good. I mean, it's worked like. So apparently, it's worked pretty well for World of Warcraft. I think Final Fantasy XI could probably make that work pretty well too. Your old CD keys still work if you return. Yeah, you could Agent Waste, or honestly, you might just want to like just rebuy the whole game on Steam, because like now you can like get like you can get the game and like every expansion for not too expensive. Like, I wonder how much it is. It's probably like surprisingly cheap at this point. Here, let's check. Let me do a quick check. Final Fantasy XI. I've rebought the game like multiple times. I still do have my old CDs. Like I still have them, but the problem is like you want to just get all the expansions in one go, and like getting the expansions is not really worth it separately anymore. When you can get like these packages. Yeah, they have the Final Fantasy XI Ultimate Collection Seekers Edition for $30. That's every expansion. You played up the Chains of Promathia. That's all. Yeah. Oh yeah. Maya Fate. Her theme is really good. So you can get the Ultimate Seekers Edition. That's includes all the expansions you missed. Yeah, your CD key is worthless because it doesn't include all the expansions. So you would need to get like you played up to Promathia, you missed out on you missed out on like some of the best expansions. You missed out on what was the one that came after Seekers? No. Changed. It was original Final Fantasy XI, then it was Rise of the Zealot. When it was released in America back in 2004, Rise of the Zealot, it was like a year behind the Japanese, so we got Rise of the Zealot like natively within our game. Like it was just included with the base game when it came out here. So for us, Chains of Promathia was kind of the first expansion that we got. I still remember that. I remember buying it. And then Treasures of Aht Urhgan. That was like the Treasures of Aht Urhgan days were like some of the best days for Final Fantasy XI. I remember like when that came out and everybody went back to it. I had to play PSO2 with you when it launches next year. Yeah, I do. You're right. I do. I want to play. I do. I want to do that, Tam. Remind me about that, Tam, because I do want to do that. And then so Treasures of Aht Urhgan. That expansion was amazing. Then there was Wings of the Goddess. That expansion was really cool too. Then there was like the mini expansions, the add-ons. There was 3 of them. I forget what they were called. And then there was Abyssia. Abyssia, it was the one where they finally raised the level cap to 99, which they should not have done. It kind of messed the game up. That was where things kind of started to go downhill. There was Seekers. Seekers of Adoulin was cool. It was a cool expansion. The game was already a little bit messed up at that point, though, in terms of its structure, and a lot of the old stuff was finally like made useless. But it did have a lot of cool music, though. Ooh, with the Friday the 13th. Oh, that was me. Okay. But yeah, you can go on Steam right now and you can get the Final Fantasy XI Ultimate Collection. It has every one of those expansions. It's all included for $30, and it'll be a lot easier to install. So you don't need the old CD keys anymore. It wouldn't really help you that much. Ton of hours. Yeah, I mean I did too. I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into 11. Came back excited to play it again. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks, you know. Sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, it's interesting to go back to the game now because Final Fantasy XI now is so changed from what it used to be. Like, you know, now it goes up to 99, and you can level like from level 1 to 99 with like in a week tops. Like you level extremely fast now. It's all very focused on endgame stuff. It's a lot more like a modern MMO, which kind of sucks. But there's still some cool things that it does that like others don't. Like they added this new sort of weird quest system called Records of Eminence, which is actually a really interesting quest system that's different from anything I've seen before. But it's still kind of fun. It's cool to like level up to like level 99 and like run around the old zones that used to be dangerous and just like slaughter everything. Like that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I played on a private server for a while. The private server was tuned to be Chains of Promethea era, so very early Final Fantasy XI. Like, so it retains the slow leveling, the high difficulty, and honestly, like I forgot how much more fun the game was to play that way. It was really cool, and you know they don't make MMOs like that anymore. With that level of like difficulty or mystery or like intrigue, like this just does not exist anymore. So it's still fun to go back and play Final Fantasy XI on a private server. It's still fun. They strike all that out. In Final Fantasy XI took away de-leveling. Yeah. Well, no, de-leveling. I think it took that away, but it's kind of irrelevant. Like de-leveling is irrelevant. You level so fast in current Final Fantasy XI that de-leveling makes no difference. Like again, like you level up like it's insanely fast. Like, and also you can like Final Fantasy XI now has a system called trusts, because in old Final Fantasy XI, I'm sure you remember, you pretty much had to team up. You had to party to like be able to level up. In the new Final Fantasy XI, you can just get trusts, which are like AI companions, and they can fill out your entire party. So you can have an entire party of AI characters, which is actually kind of a cool system. Yeah, no, I agree. I like I prefer the slow leveling of old MMOs. But Trust is kind of a cool system. It's like it's made up of like all the different NPCs from the game. So they're like you can get like Shantado and different ones like that, and you can get a full party of NPCs, and you can just basically level up. Leveling is also like paced, so it's like super fast. So you could easily level up a character like to 99 in 1 week, or less, if you really know what you're doing. I think. Oh. Follow person. You would lizard goblin food if you get fruit. Yeah, not anymore. So I mean, it's kind of interesting to go back and like if you have nostalgia for the game, I think it can be worth it to go back, reactivate your account, and check out the new stuff in it, because there's like a lot of new stuff, and you can like play through all those old quest lines and stuff. Check out all the trust system, the Records of Eminence quest system. I think it's worth going back, but you selling me on this really hard. Well, I am, but I'm sort of caveating this a little bit because it is fun. Like I had fun with it for a while too, but it does get old. Like once you've sort of like gone through and run through like all the old storylines and stuff, and sort of had fun with the novelty of like getting to run around, like leveling really fast and being high level and getting to do all this stuff. It does wear off a little after a while, and then I started to realize that I missed the old experience. I think it could be fun to do for a while, but get past your old grudges. I mean, you should. Summer 2020. Tam, you're talking about PSO2? That's okay. I got tons of other games I need to catch up on, so that's probably a good thing. But Asian Waste, also definitely check out some of the private servers they have now. They used to be really hard to get into, like hard to install and like really glitchy, but they've gotten a lot better. The private servers, and like there's Nozomi. The two big ones that I'm aware of right now are Nozomi and Eden. And the hard part is like deciding which one to try because they both have their own advantages and disadvantages. I think Nozomi has been around longer. It has a bigger user base. And it's overall like less glitchy, or well, I don't know about that actually. Yeah, no, I think it's overall runs better, but it has like more changes from the original, and it's only run by one guy, so the customer support isn't as good. Whereas Eden is like newer and it's like trying to be more faithful to the original. But it's like less developed, I think, or at least the last I saw. But they're both apparently pretty good and worth checking out. And yeah, I mean, to be able to like go back and play Final Fantasy XI close or similar to how it was in the old days is pretty amazing, and it makes you realize that it wasn't just a product of its time. Like a game like that can still be fun. The slow leveling, with like the dependence on the community, having to like depend on other players like to party up and stuff. It's still really fun to play a game like that. And like the leveling down, the danger, the feeling of danger, just like trying to like get places is like really difficult, and enemy monsters are scary because you don't want to die because it's really bad. It's really cool. I miss that experience. You can't really get. I mean, PSO2 looks cool. Also, it's not the same kind of experience as Final Fantasy XI in its prime. Like it's just not the same. It looks cool for what it is. Like as an online, fast-paced action game. Well, I guess PSO2 also has kind of slow leveling as well, but that's like it's more instance-based. It doesn't have like the cohesive world that 11 had. Yeah, like that just kind of doesn't exist in that way anymore. I mean, I guess there's a couple that try to be a little bit more old school, like Black Desert. Actually, I don't really know what's going on with the MMO scene right now. I don't really pay that much attention. So maybe I've heard that there were developers that wanted to make more old school MMOs to bring back that appeal, but I don't know what happened with those. They came out or what. Right. No, yeah, it felt more rewarding. I mean, yeah, because the reason why slow is better is because, in my opinion, is, yeah, it's more rewarding, but also, like, the leveling, that is the experience. Like, it's a difference of point of view. Like, I don't understand the idea that leveling is just like a speed bump and like the game is the end game. Like what I like about the slower leveling of Final Fantasy XI is the leveling experience, that is the game. Like that's the game. Like partying up with your friends, like leveling up in dungeons, that is the game. So that's why it's slow, because it's not just that it's slow, it's that is the game. Like, and then in a modern MMO, that's not the game. That's just some shit. That's like, you know, leveling is just like this, like the tutorial, you know, and then the game is like the end game raids and stuff. Like that's the game. But to me, that game, the game of, you know, playing in like large raids with like a group of people, sucks. Like I don't like that game. I like the game of Final Fantasy XI where you're like leveling up in like dungeons and stuff, and you're trying to survive, and you're trying to like work together with your party to level up, and to like, you know, and also like to do complete quests and stuff, and like slowly but surely like improve your character. Like that's the game that I like. Yeah. There's a lot of things I don't like about World of Warcraft. That's for sure. Like a lot of things. So yeah, I mean that's why it has to be slow. But unfortunately, MMOs aren't really like that anymore, and you know they're also kind of a, you know, it's a dying genre because people don't really care anymore. Yeah, that was a really cool thing about Final Fantasy XI for a while, is that, you know, even when you max level your character and you get to end game, like you don't really. It's not so much about like getting. Like, there's not so much a gear treadmill. Like it was. There would be a whole bunch of different end game activities you could do, and they were all important. Like they were all, for the most part, equally valid because they all advanced your characters like in different ways. As opposed to like, you know, like a World of Warcraft style where it's like, you know, you do the end game stuff for like this month is invalidated by the end game stuff next month, which is, to me, that's really stupid. But you know, to be honest, it's probably for the best that modern MMOs suck. It's good that they suck, because now I don't have to waste my time playing them. They were very time consuming, and I don't really want to spend my whole life just playing one game, you know. I'd rather get more of a variety of experiences, so I'm perfectly happy just playing like a large variety of single player games. That's probably better for me anyway. So good. I'm glad that modern MMOs suck. I hope that they keep sucking. I hope they don't get interesting again. Because then I might feel like I'd have to play them. And there's already like enough things to play as it is. I'd rather just like keep working on like playing all the games I can play. Like that's kind of more fun. Like doing stuff like Fliptendo. Like that's what Fliptendo is all about. It's all about like playing all the games you can. Like just playing a huge variety of games. That's kind of more fun. I mean, I did love playing like Final Fantasy XI, you know, for the time. It was a good experience, but. And I will play. Don't worry, Tam. I will play Phantasy Star Online too. I will. When it comes out. But I think I probably won't invest the same amount of time into it. Because I got a lot of single-player games I need to play. It is getting pretty late. I'm probably not going to stream too much longer. Probably should quit pretty soon. Getting a little bit tired. And to be honest, I kind of want to finish watching the movie that I was in the middle of watching before I started the stream. I was on a little bit of a nostalgia kick, and I was watching what was it? Oh, Spaceballs. Yeah, I was in the middle of watching Spaceballs when I finished Spaceballs. kind of want to go back and like rewatch all the Mel Brooks movies. Man, I forgot how funny they were. Oh, really? They're gonna put a whole bunch of new content in it, Tam? Oh, tell me more. Tell me more. That sounds good. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Hey, thank you, Dan. Hey, Dan, look, Dan. I also, you missed it. I did this whole page earlier, from scratch. Look, I drew all this shit. Look at this. I drew it. Crazy, huh? That is why evil will always win, because good is dumb. Man. By the way, that movie holds up really well. That movie's still hilarious. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Appreciate it. Episodes 1 through 5 plus the new episode 6 can be released 1 year after the release. I see. Okay. A great Rick Moranis impression? I don't know about that. I mean, it's easy to do Rick Moranis already doing a voice. Or it's easier. Keep firing, assholes! Right. I'm gonna skip this one. Let's see what else we got on here. That's good. Keep firing, assholes. This ship is full of assholes. The dolls. Yes, I heard that too from like some random video. Yeah, the doll scene was entirely ad-libbed. Yep. That is pretty good. Rick Moranis, kind of a genius. He was great. You know another movie I haven't seen in a long time, speaking of Rick Moranis? Have any of you guys seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in a while? I used to really like that movie as a kid. I haven't seen it. That's one I don't think I've seen since I was a kid. I feel like I need to rewatch that one. I remember really liking it. I mean, you've seen Ghostbusters pretty recently. Like, I kind of rewatch that movie, like, pretty often. What else is Rick Moranis in? Rick Moranis. Ghostbusters 2. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids McDonald's Cup. Oh, nice. That's one that, like modern kids would have no... They probably would have never heard of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but that movie was popular back when I was a kid. That one, I don't know if that one's gonna hold up. I feel like that one might not hold up as well. I don't know. I need to watch it again. What else was Rick Moranis in? Was he in the Vacation movies? Maybe he was... Oh, man, I feel like he's... Oh, Strange Brew. Strange Brew, right. He's in... Oh, man. Strange Brew. That movie holds up. That movie is still funny. I still like the Doug and Bob McKenzie skits, too. Those are still funny. Yes. Strange Brew is still good. That's one that probably, like... Maybe some of you haven't seen or heard of, but that... It's kind of like... the Wayne's World of the 70s. Only instead of with garage basement kids, I don't know what Wayne's World, I don't know what they are. Instead of that, it's like public access show from Canada. Yeah, it's basically the Canadian Wayne's World. Take off. Yeah, take off, Ozer. Hey. Hey. Oh, okay, well, yeah, okay. Well, let's go play some hockey, eh? Alright, take off, Ozer. Alright. Let's go get some donuts, eh? Yeah. It's a good idea there, eh? Let's get some donuts. Ah, the good old geothermal. You won Strange Brew? That's good. That's another. Can you, Dan? Let me put you on the spot. Can you think of any other good Rick Moranis movies, or not even good, but just in general? What are some other ones with Rick Moranis? I can't remember anymore. He's a funny guy, that Rick Moranis. He was a funny dude. You know, at a certain point, I heard that he just decided to quit acting. I forget the reason, but kind of a shame. He was so good in the... Oh, yes. Right. Of course, Little Shop of Horrors. That's right. You know, I rewatched that movie like semi-recently too. Like I think last year we watched that again. And that movie's still good too. That movie's still really good. That's a very entertaining movie. The one, not the original one. Well, it's not, the original one from the 50s is not called Little Shop of Horrors, is it? That's called like, I forget. It's like a Roger Corman movie. But Little Shop of Horrors, the one from the 80s, that one's. He was also Barney Rubble. That's true. He was Barney Rubble in the Flintstones. And like, who was, Fred Flintstone was, what's his name? I forget his name. Goodman. John Goodman was Fred, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. And like Rosie O'Donnell was like, what's her name? I think. I remember that movie not being good. SCTV, yes. That's true. Those skits are still good. Hey, more Final Fantasy XI music. I didn't even have to put it in either. It just came up by itself. Oh, you put it in. Oh, okay, that's why. Well, I think that is in my playlist, so it's... Usually if Final Fantasy XI comes up, it's me. It's because of me. It's not because of other people. The Jerry Todd Show. That I don't know. I'm not sure if I've seen this Michael McDonald impression. I bet it's good. It's almost midnight. 10 minutes to midnight. I think that when midnight comes around, we should probably quit for tonight. That would be probably a good time to stop. Yeah, I guess the best Rick Moranis movie. I was gonna say, I want to say Ghostbusters, but it's got to be Spaceballs, right? It's got to be like his funny. Well, at least his funny. I don't know if it's like his best comic performance, but like his funniest movie, it's got to be Spaceballs. Well, no, yeah. Well, as far as like his contribution, it is, yeah. Get to bread, Brian. Bread. She would say that. Get some bread, Brian. You need to eat more bread. Love it all. Yeah. I do too. Love that Rick Moranis. He was good. Also, watching Spaceballs again makes me remember how good John Candy was. And then, like, suddenly I remembered, oh, there's all these John Candy movies I should rewatch, like The Great Outdoors, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Uncle Buck. All these John Candy movies. I want to rewatch all of those. There's so many good ones. A meek nerd. Yeah, Spaceballs was pretty fun casting. Louis Tully in Ghostbusters? I think I had heard that. That would have been very. I mean, that would have been interesting. I think that could have worked though. I think that could have worked with John Candy. Definitely a different take, but I could see that. It would be, definitely a bit of a different character, for sure. But I think Candy could do something similar. Here we go. This is from Tales of Destiny, but it's really just Tower of Druaga music, because this is from the. Apparently you can play. There's like a Tales of Druaga homage in Tales of Destiny, which is pretty cool. Play him as a German with 2 Dobermans. That's interesting. Well, that would be a different take. Zool, and it might be related to them. That idea I carried over. There is no Dana, only Zool. Still a good line to mix into your conversations with friends. There is no Dan Schoening, only Zool. Only Zool. Do 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 do. Yeah, we're gonna make this game called Star Fox, where you animals fly planes, polygonal planes, and it's gonna have the most amazing soundtrack of all time. Good idea. Okay, do that. See. I plan to stream tomorrow. We might be doing a family dinner, but Grandma won't want to stay too late, so probably we'll be able to stream tomorrow night. And I think we're gonna try to finish up Bloodstained. I think I'm near the end. So I want to just finish it up, and then after that we have to go back to Flip Kendo and finish that Tomato game. Tomato game needs to be finished. And I also we basically have a couple more days left until I leave for Otakon. Let's see. I have tomorrow, Friday. That's tomorrow. I have people coming over Saturday. I might not be able to stream Saturday, but probably could stream Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So that's potentially 4 more days I could stream until Otakon. But we leave Wednesday, and then I would be gone for the rest of the week again. Sorry, Quirk. No, not that Tomato game. I'm talking about Kick Challenger Airfoot. Ooh, Final Fantasy IV music, Illusionary World. That's actually not the dungeon music I was referring to. Choose and perish. Choose the form of the Destructor.
I was referring to the other one, I think, or maybe maybe that was the one I was referring to. No, yeah, no. Well, this one is really cool too, but I was referring to the other one that's like used in like most of the main dungeons, or a lot of them. This one is cool too, though. This one's really good too. Final Fantasy IV is a really amazing soundtrack. If I were rating all soundtracks, which would be hard to do, but if I were, this would be probably very, very high. Probably would be the best Final Fantasy soundtrack. Probably. I do mean that one, yeah. Yeah, that one. But I don't know if we're going to have time to get to that one, because I probably should quit for tonight. Probably should quit. Yeah, Tella's in that game, yes. Final Fantasy IV. The Spoony Bard. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe we do have time. This will be the last song, though. I'm going to have a little drink of water. Let's review our work for today. That's enough work for one day. So I've done this. We did this. We did this page. Got it inked. That's good. That's good because it's tomorrow's page, so we want to get it done. So that one's done. And then we've like partly penciled the next page after that. October. Ugh. All right, guys. Oh well, Tam, do you have an idea? Do you have an idea for your sketch? I could stay a little longer if you have something. I forgot, Tam. Tam, what did you want? Or did you want to wait till next month? If you don't, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you, Tam. No, you know what? Here, let me find one that I really want to listen to for the end of the stream. No, not that one. Nah. Well, this is an interesting one. I don't think this has ever come up before on the song list. Okay. Oh, that was your idea? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, sorry. Oh, that went right over my head. A teleport spell failure and Crest get transported to the final Splatfest. Ah, I see. Oh man, you had to make it a hard one. Okay. I'll tell you what, Tam. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that one for you, but I'm gonna do it off stream, and it's gonna be a surprise. No, it's gonna be a surprise, Tam. I'm gonna post it on the Patreon in the next couple of days. When you see it, you'll be surprised. All right? You'll be happy. Okay, so look for that in the next couple of days, Tam. I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's see if there's maybe somebody that we can host. You know, I like to host people. It's a sketch full of puns. Yes, it is. Is anybody streaming right now? Let's see. okay, we're gonna host Hungry Gorilla streaming the Minish Cap. So if you guys want to go there, that'd be cool. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll probably see you tomorrow for more Bloodstained. Hopefully we'll finish it up. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.